Software Engineering Radio Episode 0 About. Welcome to Software Engineering Radio. This is Markus. This is episode 0. In this episode we will not bring you real content, rather this is an about episode where we'll briefly explain what this podcast is all about. Software Engineering Radio, or SE Radio for short, is a podcast made by a couple of experienced software developers and architects to bring you information about interesting, important and relevant topics in software engineering. These include things such as middleware, aspect-oriented programming, object orientation, design patterns, model-driven development, reflection, scripting languages and what have you. Over time, the podcast or the episodes in the podcast will build a tutorial, a comprehensive tutorial that we think should be interesting for all professional software developers. The normal episode will tackle a specific topic, such as the ones I mentioned before, and the idea is that two of our team will sit together or get together through Skype and discuss such a topic together. So instead of just having somebody sitting in front of his computer and just talking boringly about a specific topic, we have a dialogue, and this dialogue should be much more lively and much more interesting to listen to. In addition to these tutorial kinds of episodes, we'll also have interviews from time to time with important and interesting people from the community. For example, our first interview that we'll bring in episode 3 is with Douglas C. Schmidt. Doug is well known in the community for his work on the DAO orb, an open source Corba implementation that is widely used in mission critical environments. He's also a patterns book author and well known for his work in the area of model driven software development. From time to time we might also have roundtables whenever a couple of us meet at a conference or some other place. We might get together and record a session just for fun and to discuss maybe interesting topics. What we will not do is talk about news in the field, such as, EJB3 has been released or .NET version C# 3 has been released. We're not going to do a newscast. There are other newscasts and we think they do quite well. We will also make sure in this podcast that there is no product advertisements. Of course, it's normal that from time to time we will talk about specific products or approaches that might also be associated with certain companies, like for example, if we talk about .NET technologies, obviously it's associated with Microsoft. However, this is not a commercial podcast. We have nothing to sell, so this is going to be there will be no advertisements and no intentional product plugs. A standard tutorial episode will typically be 30 minutes. Interviews might be a bit longer or a bit shorter, depending on how the conversation develops. At our website www.se-radio.net you can find show notes for each of the episodes. These show notes contain some additional information to the topic we talked about or to the person we interviewed. It's not going to be a whole lot because a podcast is about delivering the audio content. But you will find URLs and pointers to some of the topics that were important during the discussions. 2 or 3 words about our team. We're a couple of experienced software engineers and architects based out of Germany. You can find the names at our website. So before I wrap up this first, or actually episode 0, the about episode, please let me point out that we are really interested in getting your feedback, what you think about the show, what you think about the contents, about the format, about the people we might talk to, we interview, and you can give us feedback through our comments system at the podcast website at www.se-radio.net. This was another episode of Software Engineering Radio. For general information and past episodes, go to www.se-radio.net. SE Radio wants to thank Henning Pauli for providing the music we use in this show.